Hey, so today's video is going to be about specifically for teens, the importance of sleep. Because it works for everyone. I'm just going to talk on teens because that's me, but still. It's important and we disregard it so much and we play around with it way too much. So let me start by telling you a little bit about my sleep and how it went. So basically, I always got 8 hours. I got like my timer was always 8 hours and 40 minutes. I got 40 minutes to shut down and go to sleep, 8 hours to sleep, and like a little bit of metal time in between. So it was like roughly 8 hours. But still, the problem with that was that I would go to sleep whenever. I'd get the same amount of sleep, but I'd go to sleep whenever. And I wake up whenever. Or within reason. Because I mean, like, between 10 and 1. Because due to my schedule, I had a lot of partying time and I had a lot of family and friends come over. It was just busy and it invoked a lot of opportunity to stay up late, so I just did it. Didn't put structure in. I'll tell you more about it in a different video, but for now, that's all you need to know. So I would go to bed between those times, which is, it's good that I'm getting an amount of sleep, but it's not good that I go to bed at the wrong time. Now, let me explain that. Because what I've done recently, I have, over a long period of time, I've incorporated meditation and prayer into sleep, and I've also included just getting to sleep at a good time. Now, let me talk about the good time specifically, because you might be wondering, well, what is a good time? And for that, I would say between 9 and 11. It depends on the person, technically, but I was looking into it, doing some reading, watching some videos. Andrew Huberman is actually really good for this. He talks about body temperature, and you're supposed to go to sleep at a certain... Not supposed to. Oh, God. I thought someone got in. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. It was just wind. Nobody should be here, so it scared the shit out of me. Anyway, let me continue. Basically, yeah, Andrew Huberman spoke about it, and we have temperature throughout the day in our body, and it will go up and down at certain points, and around 9 to 11 is when it's optimized for sleep. So even if you stood up until 12, which is an hour after 11, right? You'd think, I'm more tired, so I should get to sleep easier. But actually, that's not how it works, which was quite, if you try this for a little bit, you'll see it too. Because I didn't think of it at first either. But after a little while, I started to notice, I don't take 40 minutes to fall asleep, because I do the same thing every day, which is between 10 and 11. I go to bed between that time. It's a proper rhythm, and my body temperature is at its best scientifically. I don't know the exact science, but I'm saying look into it, and you'll find something along those lines. That's how it is. So that's the right time, but you should also incorporate the right kind of pre-mindfulness state. Now, what I do personally, I'll start with that. What I do personally is I do a quick prayer. I do a prayer. I do the Our Father, but I also do a more of a thankfulness talk. I talk about what I'm thankful for, and I talk about the day. Oh yeah, confession too. I confess about what I didn't do today. Let's say I didn't accomplish my goal. I don't like that. So I'll talk about it and I'll say, this is what I did. I don't like it. I'll do better. I talk about what I'm thankful for today, and just like if I did something good today, I'm thankful for that. Or just what happens every day, like I'm thankful for my family. Yeah. I'm thankful for this opportunity to speak here and to help people here. Yeah. Like, you just start off with basic stuff like that, I recommend. That's if you're religious. I mean, I don't know, but I highly recommend that. I'll get into that on a different video, but Yeah, highly recommend religion, and do that if you're lost on it. And then just do a quick like Our Father at the end, or whatever you want. And then meditation. I specifically do mindfulness, and I'm telling you, mindfulness knocks me out like a fucking baby. It's so crazy. All I do, you should try this too. All I do is I do 5 deep breaths, and I really watch for these deep breaths. I really look at them, and I say it in my mind. As I breathe in, I'll go in, and then I'll go out. Or I'll do inhale, exhale, but I'll go with it in my mind. Because as I inhale, I'm saying in my mind, inhale, exhale. So that's the first bit. You start like that, just 5 or 10, whatever it takes for you to get to that point. Like the last breath, you should be completely aware of that breath. For me, it just takes like 5. It could take you 3, it could take you 10, it could take you 20. Just do that until you're completely aware of it and you're allowing yourself to think about the breath and no other thought. Then after that, I like to begin by noticing what I feel. I feel the clothing on me. And then I do a little thing like, I'm thankful for the clothing, or it's really comfortable. I'm glad I have this. Or I feel my bed. I'm really grateful that I have this comfortable bed. I'm glad I have this. And then I move on to the next thing. You know, it's cold and it's warm, it's perfect temperature. I'm grateful that I have air conditioning in the midst of summer. Makes my room perfect for sleep. I'm grateful for that. Just do those. I'm grateful for this pillow. Grateful for this bed. The temperature and everything. Just do it. And if you feel any sensations, just like notice them. Like if you're sore from something, like your muscle's sore, don't say I'm grateful for my muscle being sore. Just recognize it. Say, I can notice my muscle being sore. I notice it. It'll get better in the morning. Don't say, I'm grateful this muscle got ripped. I'm so happy. Because I don't think you are. I mean, maybe if you're like building your body and that's what you want, but you don't like pain, do you? No one really loves it. So, but anyway, that's besides the point. Basically do that, and then there's 2 other ones. I actually get knocked out pretty easily, like after I do the what I feel one. But right after that, you can continue on if you're still awake. I like to do, what can I hear? What can I hear? Because I keep my window open at night and my neighborhood has sounds. I fall asleep to these pretty easily, and that's just how it is. So it might be raining. I hear the rain. I like the rain. I'm thankful for the rain. I love the smell. I love the sound. I love thunder. I love that. Notice that. Notice the thunder. Notice the rain. Notice the wind. You love that stuff. Maybe there's a bird. Hold on. I think we got to bring in some cushions. I'll be back in just a minute because it's actually raining right now. I'll be back in just a minute. And we're back. My cushions are safe. They're all locked in. They're all good. Yeah, we didn't want our outside furniture getting wet. That's something to not be grateful for rain-wise, is when your furniture gets wet and then you're just there with wet furniture in the morning and you can't do anything about it. But that's besides the point. Yeah. Notice the sounds. Notice the sounds. There's a neighborhood dog as well. I need to talk about that dog. I don't like this dog. I don't know where he is, but one of our neighbors never in the day will let this dog out, but at night lets this dog out, and this dog will scream. But I noticed this dog. I'm thankful that he brings joy to that family, but not mine. But I'm thankful for that dog, I guess. Anyway, notice the sounds, and if that still hasn't gotten you out, notice the smells. There isn't many smells you can notice, but what you can do that I find is you notice, just if it's plain air, just notice plain air, be thankful for plain air, think about it. Think about how it's made. Think about how lucky you are. Think about that for a minute. Identify smells if you can, but if you can't, just do that one thing. Just think about it, notice it, let it go, let it happen. And then after that, if all is still going, which is like in early days of meditation, that's how it was for me. Early days of meditation for sleep meditation, not just all meditation. For early days, that was a challenge, and I'd go that long because it took me that long to get there. So that's normal, I'll say. But still, if you're still going, I just recommend noticing your breath. Don't breathe deeply in and out, just normal. Just go normal. Your normal breath, let it go. But like with the deep breaths, inhale, exhale, like notice that in your mind. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. But say it in your mind, not with your mouth. In your mind, think about it. Really just looks like this. So it's a lot less climactic than you'd think, right? But still, do it anyway. Do it anyway. So that's how I get it. That's a long guide, but it's a useful guide. So use that as best you can. Now let me just talk quickly about what that does for you if you get proper sleep and you do it well and good. It actually, and I'm going to start off, it makes you far better in the day, just vitality wise. Because I'd sleep my 8 hours, right? But I didn't need 8 hours. And what I've recently adopted is going to bed at the same time, but I won't set an alarm. Because there is like a rhythm. You'll wake up at around a similar time every day. Like there's an hour difference every now and then. Like I wake up at 8 to 9. I just found that that's what happens. I can't do much about it. It's just 8 to 9. And that's good. That's good for me. For you, it might be something different. It might be 8 to 10. It might be just 9 to 10, 10 to 11. Like it doesn't matter. But whenever you wake up, you could consider your body in, say, the best state because your body woke you up based off of when its temperature was at prime time for that. Because there's still more science for you to look into there if you want. That your body temperature also does wake you up in a sense. It prepares you to go to sleep and wake up. So your body temperature will tell you when to go to sleep and when to wake up on its own, technically. So the rhythm that you have is your natural rhythm. You should probably stick to that unless you absolutely can't. But I highly doubt that you can't. You have a certain amount of things in a day, right? And your day's packed, but think about it. How many of the hours in the day are you wasting on something like social media or something like video games? Unless you're playing with your friends, I guess, but if you're playing alone, that's a different caliber of issue in my opinion. So if you're playing alone on video games or you're just on media alone, watching TV alone, how many hours a day you do that? What could it be? 1, 2, 3, 4? Even if it's 1, that's still 1 hour that if you cut out that social media or that TV or that game, you could sleep and you'd feel better, you'd do more, you'd do better. Imagine that too. If you sleep better, you work better. So instead of working on a project of yours, let's say, for 2 hours in the day, you finish that project in 1 hour. That's more sleep. More sleep that you can be better with. So then it's like a cycle. You just get better. Of course, there's like a maximum point. I'm not saying you're going to be like fucking Flash because you slept, but I am saying you'll work better, and then you'll get a little bit more time for sleep. So the key is cut out that useless stuff and just sleep. You'll work better. And that leads me into the benefits too, because you work better, but for teens specifically, we need this stuff. I know it's common sense. I know we all think that it's common sense, but we need it so bad to grow, to develop, to do this, do that. I got the bare minimum. I got 8 hours all the time, bare minimum. Like bare minimum and the most. I was bare minimum. So, That's not exactly healthy. It's not unhealthy, but it's not healthy. I'm not sure what the repercussions have been because I seem to have developed amazingly. But the point is that if there are repercussions to this that I don't know, like that I don't see, like maybe I was supposed to be taller, or I was supposed to be bigger, or I was supposed to be be smarter. I don't know. I don't know because I didn't do it. But the fact is that there could be there could be something that I could have had more of if I just slept a little bit more. Now I can't do anything about it now. I can well I can now. I can sleep more now, but I can't go back, sleep more, end up back here better. Like now that no, no. But don't be willing to take that risk. Don't be willing to cut your sleep down so that your future self will have to deal with maybe something minuscule or maybe something big. Maybe you just won't grow as tall as you would have. That's not the worst. I mean, some people take it detrimentally, but sleep is like this much compared to genetics, so yeah. But still, maybe I would have grown 2 more inches had I slept. And if that's crucial to you, that's crucial to you. So don't risk it. Sleep more. Grow that 2 inches. Become your full potential. Become that. Or you could get something really bad. I'm not sure what the really, really bad things are, but it's not out of the bin to say that you could get something horrible, like a disease or something, or a disorder. I don't know, but just don't risk it. I'm telling you, better sleep, good times, like good sleep times, proper pre-sleep, like mindfulness and prayer and all that stuff, and like just a good restful sleep like that. That in itself, you're set. You're just set. So do what I told you. Try it out for a while, because it's not gonna come like that. You're gonna need a long time probably. Longer for some, shorter for others. But it doesn't matter. It'll be as long as it needs to be. It'll be as long. It doesn't matter. So instead of just sitting there like, when's it gonna come to me? Just do it. Bang your head against the wall until you break it. And you'll break it, but it'll take you some time. So do what I told you. I'll post another couple videos actually about religion, meditation, prayer, all that stuff. A little bit more insightful to those specific things, but start with what I told you, and you'll see sooner or later. You're sleeping better. You're going to sleep quicker. You feel happy because you're grateful, because you notice things about yourself, about your life. You notice things, you're grateful, you realize things, ideas come to you, you work better, you're a better person, you're bigger. Maybe you want to be bigger, maybe you want to be taller. How are you going to do that if you sleep 5 hours a night? Get your goddamn sleep. So, you'll notice those things, and you'll be grateful for the time that you slept and thought that you wasted time. Because you didn't. Quick thing there, actually. Time that you use sleeping is not wasted. You don't have to cut down your schedule or you don't have to cut down your sleep to accommodate your schedule because you believe you're not doing enough as a kid, even by sleeping. Because as a kid, you should just sleep and do the best you can in all other aspects, but sleep should definitely be a priority. As an adult, it's less so. You should still prioritize it, but as a kid, like me, I thought sleeping for X amount of time it just like threw the day away. It doesn't. It doesn't do that. Just sleep properly, sleep good, and you won't throw any day away. You have to learn to accept that you can't throw your day away by benefiting your health. You throw the day by compromising your health. Literally, actually. This could take a day off your life, maybe. I don't know the specifics of it, but it wouldn't be too far out to assume that if you don't get enough sleep, you're taking a day off your life, out of your life. So, you You literally could be throwing a day away by compromising your health, not by benefiting. So remember that. Do what I did. Do all that stuff. Keep going. And I hope this helps you so much. I hope it helps you a ton. And yeah, I think that's it. See you later, my friend.